Namaste, everyone. This is Harsha Ramaya, and I welcome you all on ECA page. Today, we are here to discuss and talk about a wonderful book, A to Z of Parenting. So, today I have with me one of the co authors of this book, Dr. Reeta Sonavat. Hi, Reeta, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah,
Welcome, Reeta,
hi.
ma'am. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm absolutely fine and doing very well with this lockdown. Also, I'm really happy. It's
Thank you
lockdown
so
has
much,
come
ma'am.
like a
Thank you so
blessing
much.
because some time to ourselves.
True. So, ma'am, today we are going to talk about this book which you have co authored. This book, I think, is one of the best books if you want to know about parenting. So, what I thought is, that let's not just review the book, but take it chapter wise. So, the first chapter that you have written in this book is about attachment. So, Rita, ma'am, let me ask you first that what made you or what inspired you to write this chapter in this book?
Harsha, the voice is not very clear.
My voice is not clear,
Until now, it
ma'am.
is not coming at all.
Okay.
Bit of
Is it clear now,
so,
ma'am? Is it clear?
it's coming.
It's cracking. Just a minute. Let me check.
Maybe if you close your read, it will be better. Something.
I think I'll close my video and
Now
then
you
let's.
speak.
Okay. Now, are you able to hear me,
Yeah.
ma'am?
Now you speak.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Rita, ma'am, my question to you is that what inspired you to write this chapter, Attachment, in this book?
Okay. That's a starting question is a very good question, I can say, because if you understand the child development, then we know attachment is a very very important component of the child development, and attachment is like a emotion and bonding between the child and a mother. So and it has a lot of value throughout its life. So attachment is a very, very important component of all the ECE programs. This come as a one of the unit, and everybody learn about attachment in their even professional practices also. So it's an important chapter. So it has to be there, and that's the reason it has taken the place in this.
Wonderful. So, Rita, ma'am, when I was reading this chapter, one line caught my attention that says that battery charger. So let me know something about what do you mean by battery charger and how kids, can charge their batteries and something that came to your mind when you wrote about battery charger.
It's actually I'll that time I have written. That time I had a different thought, but with the time my thoughts has also changed. Now I'll give you a very different thought. I can say here when we talk about attachment, it's a bond between the child and a parent, and this is an emotional tie which the child is having with the specific person. So when we talk about tie, battery tie is a mother and child. This bonding or this tying up start when the child is in the womb, and from that time, when the mother is speaking to the child and child is listening, that is the first phase of attachment between the mother and the child through sound. So the senses, first sense which child is using for the attachment is the sound. And because of this sound, it is possible for the child to connect with the mother. And that's the reason when the mother's voice is coming from far distance also, the child is able to get it that this is mother's voice. And we have done some experiments in our lab school also. On the 6-month babies, we have shown the mother face, and the mother is talking to the child. Then the child is responding to the mother. Then what we did is the voice we have taken the mother, and the stranger's face we have shown. So child was looking at the stranger and listening to the voice, looking to the stranger, listening to the voice, and after that disconnected himself because this sound is not coming from that face. So that kind of clarity the children are having related to sound, and this sound is the first phase of attachment with the child and the mother. And children, they understand mother's sound or a caregiver sound so well. So that is what we try.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that is a wonderful thing that you said, Rita ma'am. Second, I want to ask you is that you have very well mentioned about the four stages of attachment. In the audience, someone is asking me where can we get this book from. So this link of Amazon I have posted right there, so you can get the book, your copy from Amazon. So Rita ma'am, let me know about the four stages of attachment.
Okay, so I'll start with the first stage, that is a secure attachment. Actually, these two if we understand in a detail, then other two we can. It's very easy if you read it. So I'll give a lot of emphasis and a lot of time to the first two. The first is the secure attachment. So this what we need to understand, this the value of the secure attachment is very, very high. Like I told you, in the first phase, the sound is very important. For the secure attachment, the mother's smell. So the child who has very close to the mother, so the child is understanding even the smell of the mother. So mother's smell and stranger smell, child can make a difference. So that is that if mother is cuddling the child, bodily touching the child, spending time with the child, so that is giving the child positive vibes, and the child is attached to the mother. Similarly, sight. The child is seeing the mother around him or her. So when they see, so that picture is with the child, and the child that she is the one who is taking care of me, and she is the one I am I'm connected with. So that connection with the sight which is formed, this connection is also giving the attachment to the child, security to the child. Now the question which we can ask to ourselves is the uh, why the security is very important. So if the children they have a secure attachment, so they will be like uh, stress free. And for the secure attachment, it's very important that the mother should be totally accepting the child, understanding the child's needs and interest. And before the child is asking for his needs, like the child is hungry, or child is wet, or child is having feeling cold or feeling hot, so giving right temperature. If this kind of rearing is done by the parents in a very early stage, then the children they feel attached with the one who is taking care. So I will not say always mother, because there are caretakers also who are taking care of the children. Sometimes it's a grandmom, or maybe aunt, or maybe you have employed the caretaker. Whosoever is taking care of the child is attached to that person, and that's the reason we say infants they focus their attention on the parent and actively seek proximity on that reunion. And this proximity, if you understand, so children they communicate with the feelings, and if the proximity goes, then the children they are in a distress. So what we need to understand here, that it's very important, the children should be in a proximity of the parent. And this proximity, when they are with parents, then the child is connecting in the brain that this is the structure, this is the person, this is the smell, this is the sound. and this is the sight of the person who is close to me. And this closeness is giving the security to the child. So this is how the security develop. So as a parent, we really need to give a lot of time and a lot of connection with the child, because this experiences are developing the child's central nervous system. So the brain, even the brain development, it also take place. All these five senses, which is giving brain the uh, information that you are in a safe zone, you are in a secure zone. So that kind of safety, if child is feeling, then he feels secure. And this security is again, it's a very healthy for the child's later on development. Like those who are secure children, they develop trust and they develop even empathy much more. But the second is the insecurity. So many times it happens like mother in the pregnancy only. Sometimes they go for the testing and they come to know that the sex of the child. They want to have a girl child and the boy child is there. So in such cases, what happen? The mother is throughout the pregnancy, she's not able to connect with the child because she always have a dream of I want to have a girl child. I can make her hair, I can put her some pins, I can give her nice dresses. I want to have a girl child. So much dream she had. And sometimes maybe in pregnancy the test is not there, but after the delivery, they come to know that it's a boy child. So, so, so the first few days is a adjustment, because 9 months she has dreamt to have a girl child and now she got a boy child. So that sometimes some of the mothers, they in the beginning only they reject the child. So they just keep the child away from they don't touch. They do feeding, but the child is away from them, maybe in a cradle or maybe sleeping next to the child, but the distance is there. So the natural connection which should be there, that connection is not taking place. So child develop from this age onwards insecurity. So when the insecurity is there, the children, they have a problem with any kind of stranger. So any stranger come to the child is scared, and child is not expecting that. So this insecurity has a lot of impact on the children. Later on, we will be seeing if the patient is coming related. So from infancy only, this secure attachment and insecurity develop, and it has an impact till the teenager. That is what I try to say in this book.
Wonderful, Rita ma'am. You very well explained. So I just want to know a little in detail about indiscriminate attachment. Can you just explain us what do you mean by this term, indiscriminate attachment?
Indiscriminate attachment you're asking. I don't know my voice is good or not, but you're asking the indiscriminate attachment where the mother is when the she's taking care of the child, she's either on the cell phone or she's on the computer or on the TV. So she is not fully involved in the child's rearing. So that she's not making the eye contact with the child, and she's not relaxed when she is interacting with the child. She has always something. I have to cook food, I have to lay the table, I have to wash clothes, I just doing the job of the child rearing, but back of the mind, I need to go to the office if she's working. So household chores and all those things are so much in her mind that free and with a free mind, she is not able to relate with the children. So it has also a lot of impact on the children. Even the child's child is not feeling that relaxed. Because mother is not relaxed, so child is also not that relaxed. So it has an impact on the child.
Wonderful, Rita ma'am. Very nicely explained. Let me know something about a discriminate attachment. Some understanding on this terminology.
Attachment Okay, maybe she's not able to connect, but I will like to say a little more on a secure attachment, where I thought maybe now I can give some tips which are there on the secure attachment. Uh, Children, they understand even the facial expression of the parents. So, if the parents are giving expression like anger or distress, or they are worried, or they are fearful, or they are distracted. So, if the parents are giving this kind of emotion to the children, then the children, they have a negative emotion, and this child will be stressed, and he will be unsafe and unsure about himself. So, so facial expressions, which whenever you relate with the child, when you show your face to the child, your expression should be so positive, pleasant, joyful. The happiness should be there. So your whole body language should be such a wanting child, because children are seeing you, and by sight he is understanding you, and it has a impact on the child's security. So facial expression also make a lot of impact on the child. The second is tone of voice. How the mother's tone, because some languages I've seen, even this Marathi language, it's a very sweet language. Some languages are very, very sweet. Some language itself is a little harsh. But children, because they don't understand the language, but they understand the tone. So the tone which they are using when they are connecting with the mother, so mother's tone they understand. And with that tone, they show interest in the mother, or they understand what mother is saying, or even those elder brothers, sisters, the way they are relating with the child, what kind of tone they are using. So the tone, if it is matching with the child's tone and a mother's tone, if they are in a sync, then normally it has a secure attachment, because they understand, they sync each other, so it gives a secure attachment. So facial expression, tone of voice also play a very significant role.
Very well explained, Rita, ma'am. I think that
Harsha, you are
the
there?
thing that you talked, yeah, yes, ma'am, I'm here. So, ma'am, you talked about the tone that the parents or the mother should use. I think I really will relate to that because I have a young daughter and she very well understands my tone
Yeah.
with my facial expressions. If I get angry with something, she will look at me and my eyes will tell everything, and I can feel that she's understood whether I've not spoken also. So, very well said,
Mm.
ma'am, that facial expressions and your tone really work like wonders. Ma'am, there is
Yeah.
something in the book that you've written about a separation anxiety. So I just want you to throw some
Yes.
light on a separation anxiety.
See, here again, I'll come back to the secure attachment here. If the child is secure, and there are some experiments which have done with the young children. So in these experiments, what they have done, that normally child is playing toys, the mother is sitting, and child is playing with the toys. So since mother is around, so child is very comfortable and continue playing. Now, after some time, when the child is involved in toys, suddenly the mother goes from the room, and instead of mother, the other person comes, and the child is playing. And after while he's playing, then he see his that other person is replaced his mother. So as soon as he see the new person, so some children, they immediately see 1 2 second here and there, where is the mother, where is the mother. And if they don't find the mother, they start crying, they start howling, and through cry and howl, they just demand that mother should be there. So they are not accepting the stranger. Similarly, uh, in some researches, this is also seen, if the child is secure, then Then what will happen? The stranger will come and sit. The child is playing and see the stranger. Then he see the other person and start playing. Then he continue playing. Then he see there, then continue playing. So he is okay with somebody is replaced with the mother, but that person is not interfering. He is interested in playing and he's okay with that situation. So it shows that the children are very, when they are secure, then the stranger is okay with them. And you will be seeing some of the children, they very easily go to other person, very easily. But some children, they is they are, it's very difficult for them to leave the mother or leave the pallu of the mother and go. And this we come to know in the preschool. Preschool is a very good place where we understand. Some children, you see, when they come to the preschool, they adjust so well with the new surrounding, with the stranger teacher, and they come to the school and they don't cry. They just start and adjust in the situation. But there are some children who 10 days, 15 days, but still they are crying and looking for mother and seeing from where the mother has left them to that door, to that place, again and again want to go there and want to see where is the mother. So that is shown very clearly to us. This is a insecure child and we need to work on child security. So earlier I have given some, now I will say the touch is also a very good factor for giving the security. And how this it's very important to have like petting the child's back or holding the child's hand. Now corona time we cannot hug the child, but giving the hug to the child. So mother has to really give a lot of body contact to the child, and the more she is giving the body contact, the child will feel secure, and secure child will not have a stranger anxiety. So, and normal development of the child should not have a stranger anxiety. That is what we assess. So we need to see it this way.
Absolutely, ma'am. I really appreciate the way you explained about secure atmosphere given to the child, because, as you mentioned, the touch, the hug also matters a lot, because it is another language of love that you express to the child, and when you tell them that yes, you are secure. And very rightly, you told about the children who go easily to some strangers and children who don't go easily, because I think somewhere the trust factor that the parents have built in the child is lacking somewhere. So very beautifully explained. Another thing, ma'am, I just wanted to ask you that in the book, very nicely you've mentioned about attachment in the early years defines your life's care beliefs. So securely attached children will grow up with the view that I am important, other people are fun, I can take care of myself and others. I can help others. I can take turns and learn to negotiate and compromise. So I think these are the things that we struggle, to make the children learn. But the bottom line is for us to understand that if we give children a secured atmosphere, I think these things they learn on their own. So, Rita ma'am, a wonderful book and wonderful chapter that you've written. So, before we close down today's show, I just want you to tell some few lines that you want our audience to listen to, Rita ma'am.
So, what you have read from the chapter, from that chapter, it is very clear that the children, those who have a secure attachment, their physical development, social development, emotional development, and even mental development, they take place properly, because child is able to relate with the people around them. So when the child is relating with the people, the learning is also taking place faster. So that's the reason the attachment becomes a very important chapter for the young children to young parents to understand, because it has a lot of importance in the development of the child. And those who are secure children, they are listening to the teachers also. So those who are not secure, they all the time searching their mother, and their full energy is going to search their mother. So that's the reason this is very important. And second thing is, what I will like to say here is, if the children they have a strong bond with the parents, so both of them it's an emotional exchange. So mother and child should have an emotional exchange. So when I say emotional exchange, it means mother should understand the child's emotion and children also understand mother's emotion. You see, if mother get hurt, the child is the first person who can ask you, you got hurt? Is it paining? So they are the one who ask these questions. So what it shows that emotionally they are connecting with mother. So when the emotional connection is there, emotional exchange is there, that lead to the secure attachment. And this secure attachment is helping children to learn. So that way, the attachment is formed when the children's other needs are also like food, child need is fulfilled, child is taking good rest, child is very comfortable. So other needs are also fulfilled. Then also it has an impact on the child. And so parental attachment, it should be child should be giving appropriate response to the services which child is getting from the parents. When the child is giving appropriate response, it shows that child is attached with the parents. But if the child is if the parents are not available to the child, and if the parents are rejecting the child, harsh discipline they are showing towards the child, then these are the children who have a insecurity, and because of the insecurity the attachment is not taking place. So what we need to understand here is, for the attachment it's very important that they should be having emotional connect with each other. And secure attachment later on, if a child is in the adolescent stage or in teenager, we have seen those who have a secure attachment, they have a less mental health problems. They have a less anxiety or inattentiveness or even the problem solving skills are also better. So these are the children who have a secure attachment. Normally they control their emotions, they regulate their emotions, and are less dependent also. So you see the value is so much in attachment theory. But those who are not secure, you will be finding their like their lies in family, they hide things from the family members, they have a many mental health issues which they are not able to deal with. So insecure attachment role in teenager also, and some of the teenagers, if they, so insecurity is so much, insecure attachment is so much that they have a suicidal tendencies also. And in their behavior for the small things they are reactive. They don't respond, but they are reactive. So lastly what I want to say is uh, this attachment chapter is talking about emotional connectedness with the child and a parent. So if you want to understand more, then this chapter will definitely give you more information about the attachment theory. Because theory I didn't talk much. Usually in most of the conferences people they say you talk so much of theory. I wanted to tell Barbie's theory, but two theories I have in my mind, but I'm not saying because I know it's students know about the theory. But you read those theory, they are very simple theories, simple two attachment theories, and you enjoy reading those theories. So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Rita ma'am. And I really like the word that you used, emotional exchange. So I think attachment, you mentioned about charging, battery charging, and you mentioned about exchange of emotions and understanding that. So I think if these three words also come together in our parenting journey, it is going to be an excellent journey. So Rita ma'am, thank you so much for these insights and these words of wisdom.
Thank you for inviting me for this chapter and knowing about the attachment. And I'm so happy that this is a very important component of early childhood years, and which has an impact till teenage and adolescence. So thank you for inviting me. an impact in the even adult life also. So such an important concept which you have
Absolutely. Due to little network issues,
taken
heavy
for this
rainfall, I think there is
time.
some
So thank you
breakage
so
in
much
the
for that.
voice. Yeah, Rita ma'am, thank you so much. There is some breakage in the voice on your side, on my side as well, because I think it's raining outside, and that is why I think the network bandwidth is little low. But the book is excellent. I have put the link from where you can have your own copy. So this copy is available on Amazon. I have put the link. Please grab your copy because this copy is going to be the Bible, the Gita, the Quran for you for parenting. So, Rita ma'am, thank you so much for being on this show. And we'll come back again with the second chapter of this book, which Dr. Watts has written. So, very soon we'll be coming up with chapter two. So, thank you so much, dear audience, for staying tuned with us. Thank you.